And then to get back into Daima proper, now that we're 4 episodes away from the series ending, Tim, you were saying earlier that you just feel this story is pointless. Jory, you said multiple times in the chat that you're just like, you're confused, because I also am confused because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be giving my attention to.
Nothing matters. It's like, it's nice animation. It's nice animation, great animation. I'm having fun, but I feel like I didn't like. You could have took. This story would have been better if you had Yancha, Tien, and people that make sense to be there with you. And then not only that, but like the demon world is not even. The demon world is not a place of interest, man. It's not.
You know what Daima feels like, but done bad. You remember like when Pokemon did those like side stories of like the games, like but like in different animation styles, like generations, evolutions. That's what Daima feels like. It's just something over here, but done bad. Because like bro, like I said, bro, what took me out was like, bro, a Majin Cyberman, bro. Like you really took Dragon Ball Heroes concept.
Majin Cyberman, Tim.
Like you just took that to another level, bro. And it's just gimmicky. Because like, first off, now you gotta explain why did Kibito and the Supreme Kai unfuse. But if this is technically before Super, bro, you do realize they were still.
They have to fuse back. They have
to.
So
it's like you have to fix those plot holes, but then it's just, bro. It's just like it was just there for animation, bro. And then like I said, the Demon Realm was not interesting. It was not interesting at all.
But that's kind of been my biggest issue with it. Of like, I don't understand, because the thing is like Toriyama is I would say very good with general world building. Right, the details kind of get a little bit wonky, right? So like you look at Dragon Ball, why is the president of the Earth a dog that can speak? I have no idea. We'll never know, right? But the idea of like, here's this thing where like there's these animals.
It's not funny.
No, but what I'm saying is like in terms of like, here's why Puar and Oolong can walk right along with Android 8, who lives with, like it's like this world of like these things just kind of just happen, right? So you have the space to kind of like fill in the gaps. And I feel like with the Demon Realms, like other than knowing that each Tamagami had like an elemental aspect to it, I didn't see anything that hasn't been shown in like any of the planets that they visited. Like when Vegeta fought the water Tamagami, I'm like, okay, a Kraken. Okay.
Even in terms of like, all right, if you're telling me you've gone to the Demon Realm, I kind of felt like they should have been more Deborah references. Because honestly, bro, like Deborah was of it. Like when you first met him, he was a very scary, like I wouldn't say intimidating. He was intimidating.
He was
terrifying. Yeah. He was terrifying. He spit on you, you turned to stone.
When he did that little zoom and just obliterated Kibito, I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, so, but then you went to like the Tiny Toons DBZ, like, it's like, bro, the children aspect, I was like, bro, that irritates me. That really, really irritates me.
And then the thing is, the children aspects that you don't even use it properly, right? Of like, okay, this is a way to nerf them. This is a way to make fighting believable. And then as soon as they show up, they're bodying everybody anyway. So I'm like, so then what was the point of making them kids?
The demon world means nothing. Like they like they were destroying these. I'm like, yo, this is a demon world? Like they getting defeated like when I pray, kid. Like bro, like I'm like, bro, they getting defeated.
For animation. It was for animation.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 1,000.
And for them to like compare One Piece numbers. That's all it was.
Which I mean, to that point, Tim, Dragon Ball numbers are back up, to be fair. Dragon Ball, I think, as of last week, currently for 2025, is outselling One Piece by like $1 million.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
Because you know what I think that is, bro? They're trying. I feel like they're also struggling to stay in the limelight because they kind of feel like their end is coming. Because like they've really stretched this property on for so long, bro. Mm-hmm. And then now, just like how, what they say with, Django Fett, like the source material is gone. Remember with the clones?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the source material is gone. So, we can't really produce clones like that anymore.
Right. The new batch is stepped
so
on.
It's like, so it's kind of like, yeah, like, bro, due to, the passing and certain things, it's just the property is not the same no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I do kind of feel like, bro, you just should have just given it like Super, you should have just given it a genuine send out, or to be honest, you didn't really need to. Like if actually yeah, because now you gave Frieza a whole damn new form. Because now you got to make that make sense.
That has to have a conclusion at some point.
And then technically, if Super connects to GT, that means you have to kill Frieza all over again.
Oh, I think they've kind of like subtly confirmed that GT is his own thing.
Okay.
So
but my thing about it is, you don't gave this dude a black card transformation.
Mm-hmm.
What does this even mean?
Who knows?
So like, it goes back to what Joy said. Like, how does any of this matter? And I kind of feel like they've written themselves into a hole.
I mean, I'm sure we're gonna see something interesting. I can't even say good, but interesting in the last 4 episodes, right? Like, I'm sure like there'll be some new something that will be introduced.
It's going to be.
We're going to have a first triple fusion?
No, just like how we said it's for toys, it's going to be just for
We're going to get a triple fusion, guys. Y'all ready?
It's just going to be for DLC. That's it. No substance.
Go Vegeta or something, you know, like, I don't know.
And then like my thing is
no. And I'm very upset what they did with Piccolo. Like, first of all,
oh, you mean nothing?
How did you forget that he knows Namekian? How did you forget that? That is a particular plot of one of the Dragon Ball episodes when him and Kami were talking. That's like, how do you forget?
Didn't we have somebody reply to us on the comment section?
No.
About Piccolo. I was having somebody at work had a comment about that, what I said. They're like, I guess so they were rebuttaling me, gave me a rebuttal, and I was just like, no, fam, just say it on the pod with us. Go on, come on.
Come
I
here.
got 3 weapons waiting for you.
Yeah, we're not going to jump you.
I got 2 weapons waiting for you.
Let me get up.
Yeah. Fight back.
But nah, Tim, I feel like Piccolo is there as like a spectator again. And it's like, it feels like I get it. Like, they can't give him anything new because he doesn't get anything new to a superhero. I'm like, why is he here? You brought him here to hurt his character. Like, Piccolo, one of the most intellectual fighters you guys have, he's forgotten his native tongue after assimilating
native tongue.
Come on,
and he can hear from space,
right? Like, what are we talking about?
Forgot he got big. I was like, bro, that was a big fight scene in Dragon. It's like, so y'all just forgot all the Dragon Ball source material?
I mean, clearly,
the only thing you remember is his name, and that he's an alien.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with Daima. Like, I think they had a formula that I think could have worked story building wise, right? Maybe not character wise. I think you could have done more with the Demon Realm. You could have done more with these characters, right? Like, all we know is that Supreme Kai's brother and sister aren't good people. Oh wow, okay, that's amazing, right? Like, we didn't learn enough about these new characters to kind of care.
But see, that's also another plot armor, because all right, remember? Well, I guess this goes from a particular universe or time frame. Remember when Goku blocked? The reason why he went to that universe was because that was the last Supreme Kai.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if you're telling me there is more of them, but then how was the God of Destruction not available technically from that time frame?
Right. And
so
why is he linked to Supreme Kai in
plot.
particular? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's another plot armor that you kind of just forgot about.
Right.
Which is
yeah. What's I'm saying? Like, it's like you have this opportunity, like you have these characters to allow these things to kind of build in a way that is, at least, again, in terms of lore, at least, is interesting, and you don't do anything with it, right? And like, or even what we were saying earlier on to Daima of like, here's your time now to make all these movie villains canon. Right? If the pointy ears mean Demon Realm, you can bring Garlic Jr., you can bring Slug, you can bring Janemba, and none of them have shown up. And even if they showed up in the next 4 episodes, it doesn't matter because it's only 4 episodes. If Janemba pops out at episode 19, we're not gonna care. It's not gonna hold any weight.
And my thing is like, dog, these designs for these characters, man, they should have refuted you, man. Like, they're trash, dog. Like, Majin Ku and Majin Du. Like, if it's comic relief, then leave it that like that.
Yeah.
Then and if you're not gonna do nothing with Homegirl, she just gonna be there. Like, forget this whole storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then the Demon King who's trying to become something, what is his purpose? Does he transform? Does he even get into the fight? How many episodes in we are now? Those henchmen were fodder. And they're trying to be like, yo, these guys are gonna be the next.
My goodness, bro. Yes.
These guys use guns.
Yeah, because I was like, especially the ones that they fought. I was like, I thought of like General Rioldo. I was like, he looking at these mechanized guys, like y'all are just.
I'm like, are we doing this again? We're doing this again. Like, the Pride Troopers were good enough. They were great, actually. A natural evolution of the Ginyu Force. They could get serious when it mattered. They showed really good teamwork. We were doing the Ginyu Force. They weren't bad.
They weren't bad. I like that.
Yeah, like Topa and Dispo.
Dispo. Even the what's it called? The general that kind of organized them to try to like again use teamwork to take down people. I'm with it.
Because when Dispo grabbed Frieza by the tail and was just dragging him like a ball. I was like, yeah.
Topo hitting Frieza in the gut, trash deserves to be tossed out, right? I'm like, this is good. I like this a lot.
They had so many interesting characters in that arc, man.
His death ball, I was like,
yes, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you did this in Super. Granted, I know Super comes after this, but like you did this recently and you did it well. You pulled it off. Why are we doing the Ginyu Force again, but with guns? Like, I don't why.
Even the Wolf Brothers, like you did them very well.
Mm-hmm.
Even the dogs, and I hated the dogs. I was like, yo, why am I fighting animals? Why is Goku fighting? These designs aren't great. And my thing, I have questions, man. Out of all the talent, that's a strange successor, man. In my opinion,
What's a strange successor?
So,
I know.
who's it? Huh?
What's the strange successor?
No. Successor, as in Toriyama's successor.
Oh, Toyotaro. I feel like Toyotaro doesn't get enough credit for breathing new life into some of these characters. I honestly will never know for sure, to be honest. But I don't think that we would have even gotten a reapproach to the Red Ribbon arc if it wasn't for Toyotaro. Because Toyotaro, one thing he does well is you can tell he's a fan, and he remembers things that Toriyama didn't. So like he would throw in references to characters that's like, this person is still around, right? Like, I'm gonna have one of Moro's clans be an alien cousin of like Zarbon, because why would Zarbon be the only one in his race? Like just certain things like that. I'm like, I think Toyotaro doesn't get enough credit for stuff like that.
Okay.
Drawing plot, but I think in terms of like referencing the things that have already been established, I think he does a pretty good job. I feel like it's gonna be tough with Dragon Ball and with Daima because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's still making money, right? That's the bottom line. Like, I'm sure the toys are gonna sell, right? Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta toy is gonna sell. Like y'all said before, the DLCs for it's gonna sell, and that's all that really matters. But I think in terms of what you were saying, Tim, earlier about like the longevity of this, of like you clearly are stumbling your way into this finish line of like you have nothing else to give. You're creatively bankrupt at this point. I don't know why. Like a series of arcs where you make all the movie characters canon would be fire to me, right? A Tree of Might storyline would be fire to all of us, but they're just not going to do it. It is not going to do it.
And then they're gonna wait till some anime takes their ideas and does it better.
Yep.
And then you're like, Dragon Ball who?
Right.
Hey guys, we're doing a Tree of Might arc. You guys could have did that in 2025.
5 years ago.
We don't want it.
Nope.
Especially if it's just going to be the Goku and Vegeta show.
Right.
Again. We don't want it. We don't want
not
it.
even a Vegeta show.
Yeah, not. Well, he's got a little bit more equal screen time these days, but you're right. It's going to default to
after Toriyama's death.
Toriyama threw him a couple bones here and there. But
Nah, bro, when they robbed him of that Frieza fight, bro.
like I said, we could tell Toriyama wrote it. Oh, Vegeta got punked again. Oh, yeah, surprise! What a shocker!
Oh, Moro. Oh, Susanoo Goku.
Oh my gosh!
I was like,
My God!
that was it for me, bro. That was it for me.
My God!
Like, you finally gave Vegeta some very diverse moves to utilize, and you just threw that away, bro.
Something that'll make him
Mm-hmm.
and then you bring him back that he learns from
Beerus.
why.
Like, and then the thing about it is like this was his redemption arc for the Namekians, and that's where I kind of felt that was very disrespectful. Like, this should have been Vegeta's win, because you could tell he wanted to like atone for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
They're not thinking that deep, man.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, again, the groundwork is already there. You lay all the I guess establishing, foundation, and then you just, I'm gonna build a house out of straw. It's like, okay, well, I guess we'll be back here again.